Hi everyone, today I'm going to be making vegan kebabs, trying to stick to the detox and trying to incorporate more of the veggies into my diet. What I've got here today is a bit of a different mix going on. I've got some potatoes that I've boiled. I'm going to peel them and grate them and keep them ready. I've got some peas here, and then here I've got my spices that I am going to use for the kebabs, and I'm trying to keep it these are gluten-free. I'm going to take you guys through the list of ingredients that I've got ready here and what we're going to be using. We're going to give a very different twist to it. We're going to give charcoal smoke with a little bit of coriander flavor. Sorry, not coriander, cardamom flavor. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm going to do as soon as I grate these potatoes and peel them. Finish and come back in a bit, guys. So what I've got is I've grated my potatoes. These were about 4 medium-sized potatoes. I've boiled them, peeled them, and grated them. Let's go through the ingredient list from here. I've got a charcoal that's burning here on my gas stove. We're going to use this to flavor our kebabs or kebabs. So basically what I've got here is I'm going to start from this side here. I've got some rice crumbs that's here because I'm trying to make this gluten free. I have got some chickpea flour. I roast my chickpea flours because I find that it really does assist with getting rid of winds and all the stomach cramps that comes with chickpea flour. So if you can, just dry roast this simply in a pan and keep them aside. I'm also going to dry roast these rice crumbs just for a little bit, and I'm going to use this instead of normal breadcrumbs. I've got peas, about 1 cup of peas. I would say this is about 2 cups of grated potatoes. I've got about 1 cup of peas here. I've got fresh ginger that's been grated, fresh green chili. I've got walnuts that I've roughly chopped with my hands. I've just simply crushed them with my hands. Some coriander, green onions. I've got salt here. I've got white pepper here. I've got chaat masala from Korea, and I've got the garam masala. I've also got some ghee here, and I have taken out some cardamom powder, which is elaichi powder, green cardamom powder, which we're going to use with our charcoal a bit later. So for now, I'm going to get started with this side. And then here, I've got some mozzarella cheese and some yellow cheese that's here. So I'm going to get started and prepare my stuffing first, or my kebabs first, not the stuffing, the kebabs first. And then we're going to move on to the second element of this dish. Okay, so first step, I've added about 2 tablespoons of ghee into my kadai here. And it's a kadai, or you can call it a cast iron pan, whatever it is. It's quite healthy to use a cast iron pan, a lot more healthier than any of the other non-sticks or other pans that are out there. We're going to let this ghee get to a heating point, and I am going to add my fresh ginger, that's freshly grated ginger. I'm going to add this as soon as the ghee gets a bit hot, and some green chilies, and we're going to braise this till we've got flavors from the ginger and the green chilies into our ghee. Right, so let's just check this heat here. I am just going to crank up my heat a bit and let this ghee get a bit hot. So ideally speaking, you could use oil also if you wanted to, but I prefer using ghee here. Ghee is quite healthy as well. All right, so going in, the ginger goes in, and we're going to just allow this ginger to flavor the ghee. You braise it for a bit. And as soon as this ghee has got the flavors from the ginger, we're going to add some finely chopped green chilies, and that's going to go in as well. Now these may look quite a bit, but they aren't, and these aren't quite hot as well. So I've gone in with I would say about 1 to 2 green chilies. That's finely chopped, but these are the big ones, so they don't really have much heat in them. All right, so let's braise this for a bit. And we are now going to add in approximately about a cup or so of frozen peas. and make sure that the water dries out completely and let the peas just get a bit softened. So ideally speaking, you want to get the baby peas. They're just a lot more sweeter and have more flavor and a lot more nutritional value as well. Right, so let's cook that for a bit. Allow the water to get dry. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to add my grated potatoes. And just make sure if there is any water or moisture that's left in the potatoes, I just want to dry that out completely and start adding my spices and the breadcrumbs and the chickpea flour. So remember I said we're using rice crumbs, and if you want to know where to get hold of this, then basically you can go to any Indian spice shop and ask for poha or Rice Krispies. As we know, comes in those Kellogg's boxes, the Kellogg's Rice Krispies, you could use that. Or just go to an Indian spice shop and ask for poha, and that's basically just about the same thing. Right, now these peas are nice and soft and cooked through. I'm going to add the potatoes. And just make sure everything is mixed through quite nicely. I just want to make sure that my potatoes don't have any water in it. So we're going to give this a mix for about a minute or so. And then, so at this stage, my stove is on quite medium to high. It's not soft. It's not a low heat. Right, so now I'm going to start adding my other ingredients. I'm going to add salt. I'm using pink Himalayan salt here. Right. Some pepper, white or black. I'm using white because I just want it to, I like the color the way it is. I'm going to add in my crushed walnuts. This is about, I would say about 1/4 cup of walnuts. I've got chickpea flour or chana flour. I've got some rice crumbs. And I'm going to add chaat masala and garam masala. Right, so obviously this is taste dependent, how you like it, how strong you like it. I'm going to go with a little bit of the garam masala because the garam masala is very intense, and chaat masala. Right, let's give this a stir, and we're going to switch the stove off. So I'm going to just move this away from the heat and give this a good mix and taste and allow this to cool before we add our cheese. Okay guys, so I've mixed my mixture quite nicely and it's really nice and well incorporated. I've tasted my salt and spices and everything else in between. I am waiting for the mixture to cool down just slightly, and then I'm going to add my cheese, the 2 different cheese that I've got here, and the spring onion and the coriander. And then what we're going to do is we are going to smoke this mixture with the charcoal and a little bit of the cardamom. So basically we're going to place our charcoal in the middle of this pan, drizzle a little bit of the ghee and sprinkle the cardamom powder on top and close it off for about half an hour or so that we have this beautiful smoky, cardamom smoky flavor into our kebabs, which is going to give a different dimension to this vegan kebab. And then we are going to form them into kebab shapes, and I am going to serve them with a dip later on. So let's get this process started. I'm just going to, the mixture is almost room temperature now. So we're going to mix our cheese and spring onion and coriander. So I've added the cheese and I've added the spring onions and the coriander, and we're going to give this a good mix and charcoal smoke this quickly with our red charcoal, ghee, and coriander, cardamom powder. Alright guys, so my charcoal's red hot. I am going to drizzle this. I've just placed it in a little bowl there. I'm just going to drizzle this with a little bit of ghee, and I am going to sprinkle it with the cardamom and just one chili, and we are going to close this quickly so I can smoke my potatoes with this mixture. And we're going to leave this for about half an hour minimum so that we can get a nice smoky flavor into our kebabs. You want to make sure that this lid is closed on tight and leave this for a bit. Okay guys, so this has been sitting here for about half an hour or so, and it's given a beautiful nice charcoal flavor to our kebabs. I'm going to remove this now, and we are going to form these into kebabs and fry them. Guys, so basically what I've done is I am taking palm size mixture of this mixture and then making them out into cutlets or kebabs, and we're going to place them one side, and I am going to fry them in shallow oil exactly just like this, and we're going to serve this with a dip. Nearly all done. I've gotten about I think 8 to 10 kebabs out of that mixture, and we're going to fry these and serve this with a dip. You could actually just do a sandwich or a burger out of it as well if you wanted to. I am going to do I'm going to ask the boys what they want to do, if they want to have it in burger buns or if they want to just have it on its own. Hi guys, so I've put my pan on and I am going to fry these kebabs quickly. So I've got the pan on quite high heat because you must remember everything is cooked, the potatoes are cooked, everything, and we're doing this shallow fry, and we're just going to make sure that we've got nice color, and yeah, we're going to turn this in a bit. Got a nice beautiful color, and I've made a honey mustard sriracha mayo to go with this, because we quite enjoy honey sriracha mayo. So simply what I've done is I've taken vegan mayonnaise and I've added some clear sriracha sauce, a little bit of mustard, and a little bit of honey in there, and given it a good mix, and I'm going to serve it with that.